Hello. So I'm going to make a video. There's a lot of times I have deep questions and the answers just come to me. And then, there's times that I'm just sitting around and things occur to me. But most times a lot of things that happen are going along with my life experiences, of course, because that's the tool we chose for this experience. So, I've learned so much recently, which would be said for probably everybody, but I've always been someone that, under even the craziest of circumstances, understood the importance of choosing love and realized that that was really the only logical outcome for anything. I could take that a million different ways from Sunday, but it's not really the point. These days, my feelings of love have grown for everything in existence, including myself, which is all the same thing. And of course, that's helped in this level of growth. But I was pondering, because I know that this is the original state, love, right? So I was thinking to myself, well then, what causes, and don't get me wrong, I can go back to Adam and Eve or just places where you could have seen where separation started. But I've just, the basic question of what causes unified love to separate, it all boils down to the same thing because, let's go way back in, caveman days or, into some native tribes in this day and age where, well, maybe not, but whatever, where there is, if you think about it, what would be the call for the man or the woman or the child to go far from home? Okay? Usually tribes stay together. Even whales stay together for their entire lives because they have the same part of their brain that we do. But what would make us have to go somewhere else? And yes, okay, so the man would need to hunt and gather if they chose to eat meat and not just, gather from the fields or what have you. But let's just say that that's a thing. They would end up doing that and be gone for, a short period of time, but they would never, just go for long, long periods of time. And yes, don't get me wrong, populations would grow over time and they would need to move on. But the need to go far, far away, there's always fear involved. Even if it's just a fear of shortage because you haven't quite figured out how to create more crops to feed more people so that you don't have to create so much space so that you don't utilize all of the land without replenishing it. But I'm pretty sure that our original people kind of had a grasp on that, and the only things that have ever made them have to flee and leave would be things that are based on fear of shortage or loss of life or something along those lines. And of course, it's increased to fears of all sorts of different natures in this day and age. You got the fear of failure and fear of being hurt, fear of loss, fear of not being good enough. All these fears have developed in all sorts of different ways, but they all create the same result. People feeling as though they need to be secluded, mainly because that is their worst fear. And if they can achieve it on their own, then nobody else is going to do that to them.